Well, it is 5:36. Let's go ahead and get started, everybody. How are people feeling today? Does anyone have any aches or sorenesses that I should be aware of? Nope. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started then. We're going to be going over our workout to start here. We're going to be warming up. We're going to be practicing our 5 movement patterns for today. We're going to be going over a single leg and a single arm deadlift. The single arm is particularly for our seated athletes. We're going to be doing a lot of planking today, or planking related exercises. So we're doing some side planks right afterwards. Go over some variations of that. Squats are up next, and we'll substitute dips for our seated athletes. So going back to these guys, I know everyone loves dips. Not really. Bear crawls are up next. We're going to be going over plank walkouts for our seated athletes. You can be performing these in or out of the chair. We'll go over both variations, and finishing up with front planks, more core. All righty. Does anyone have any questions on the agenda so far? All right. If you do at any point, you can always chime in and ask me. But let's go ahead and get warmed up now. So if you're going to be working out primarily in standing, start in standing. If you're going to be working out primarily in seated, start in seated. All right, let's mute you guys. And let's get to it. So wherever you're at, let's just start by gently rocking your head side to side. Get an easy stretch of the side of your neck. I know I mentioned before that we're going to be working heavily the legs today and the core. Or for our seated athletes, we're going to be doing the equivalents of the leg exercises. But we want to always loosen up the neck a little bit. It's a key mover, or it's a key part of your body. Always want to be gentle to your, or easy to your neck. It often gets tight during the day if you spend a lot of time in front of a computer. And then let's do some little neck circles. Rolling your head around. One side to the other, get a nice stretch. Good. And then reverse your neck roll. Easy, gentle movement. Easeful breathing. All right, next we're going to add some shoulder rolls into the mix. We're going to take your shoulders, bring them up the front of your body, towards your ears, and then roll your shoulders to the back, and then you're going to slide your shoulder blades down your rib cage, and then bring them back to the front, roll them up towards your ear, and then continue in that circular pattern. Easeful breathing. You know, take a nice inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. One more. And then reverse that shoulder roll. So this time you're going to come up the back of your rib cage towards your ear, and then roll the shoulders down the front of your body. Just a few more rolls like this. Easy movement. All right. Let's start by taking one arm, reach up over to one side. The other arm comes down the side, and then going side to side. You're standing. We're going to be shifting our weight from one side to the other. Reach as high as you can towards the ceiling with the top arm, and then reach as far as you can down towards the floor with the bottom arm. Okay, a nice little side bend there. Elongation and extension, taking up space around you. All right, next we're gonna add in some shoulder circles. And for our standing athletes, you're gonna be adding in a little squat. So you're gonna squat down and stand up as you reach your arms up overhead. Splay your fingers wide. Again, take up as much space as you can. Big, long circles. And if you're still seated, simply just doing the seated circles. Good. And then from the side, it's gonna look like you're hinging forward, up, around, and down. And now let's reverse those shoulder circles. Now coming down, pushing the air in front of you down in front, and then coming up and around the back. All right, same thing for seated athletes. Hinging down, pushing the air down in front of you. Next, we're going to do some outward reaches. You're starting in a crouch and then reaching out to the side and back in, reaching out to the side and back in, opening up those top ribs. If you're standing, I have a little squat, squat, and reach, squat, and reach. Extend and open that top side. There we go. Keep it moving. Do a few more. One more each side. Next, we're going to do some jumping jacks. You're going to be hopping in place, arms come up overhead. Your feet are hopping apart and then back together as your arms come up overhead and then back down to your sides. If the hopping part doesn't feel good, then you can simply move your arms up and down. Bring them down quickly. Bring your arms up overhead, down quick. Same thing for our seated athletes. Keep it moving. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Transition to a split jack. You're going to be hopping in place in a split stance, alternating the front foot that's in front. Arms come across your body in a horizontal fashion here. You're going to be hugging yourself and opening up wide, alternating the top arm. If the hopping part doesn't feel good, you simply do back slappers, alternating your top arm. Good. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Everyone should be a little bit loose, a little bit limber. All right. Who feels a little warm? Whose heart rate is elevated? Good. No yawning. All right. Let's get to it. We're going to go through our practice rounds next. So, first on the agenda is a single leg or single arm deadlift. So for this exercise, you're going to need your weights or your backpack full of heavy things. The deadlift is simply this motion, hinging down and standing back up. Going back and forth. You're going to be holding the weight on the same side as the leg that's going to be reaching back. So here I have the weight in my right arm, reaching my right leg back, standing on my left leg, and standing up, hinging forward, making sure that I keep my spine as flat as possible. You can ditch the weights altogether if you need. You can do these like so, just hinging, perform the hip hinge. You need a little bit of balance support. You can put your hands on a stable surface. If all you need is balance and you can add load, you can do the combination of hinging down and standing back up. And those are the hip hinges, the single leg deadlift. For our seated athletes, we're going to be performing a single arm deadlift, basically a pickup from the floor, taking your weight by your side, pick it up, put it in your lap. Put it down, pick it up, put it in your lap. Make sure you practice both sides. Find the weight that feels appropriate for you. We're going to be spending 1 minute at each station, so 30 seconds on each side. And for those of you who have been coming to class for a while, this is a chance to really start to load things up and challenge yourself with heavier weights. If you're new, don't worry, go at your own pace. And if you've been coming for a while and you still feel like going at your pace, going at your own pace, go at your own pace. So, next thing, side planks. We're gonna be doing some variations of this. For those of you who are comfortable getting down onto the ground, the full version of the side plank is gonna be here. On your side, balancing on your feet and on your shoulder, pressing strong through that stance arm. And then some regression is here. We could go to your knees. For the next one, we could then maybe put a bolster underneath your hips. Support yourself this way. We could also take out that bolster and just be propping yourself up on your hips, like so. Those are the ways we can modify purely on the ground. Other ways that we can modify, we can then lean on a stable surface. This could be a wall, a table. And then the higher the surface is, the easier your side plank will be. The lower the surface is, the harder the plank will be. You're changing your orientation of gravity, which then affects how much your core is loaded. We're going to be holding this for 30 seconds. For seated athletes who don't feel comfortable transferring out of the chair, or maybe it's just not practical, then what we can do is lean against an elevated surface. And again, the more vertical you are, the easier it'll be. The more horizontal you are, the harder it'll be. Make sure you avoid just hanging on your ligaments. This is not going to get you any gains. But if you're engaged through your shoulder, now we're using your muscles to support you in this side plank position. All right. Good. Any questions on the side plank? All right, ready to keep moving? Let's go. All right, so the next one is going to be squats or dips for seated athletes. So for the squat, you can have your weight and working the squat this way, just like so, making sure you keep a proud chest, wide chest, up and straight back as you squat. You can take away the weight altogether and perform body weight squats. If you need a little bit of hand support, you can hold on to something. You can also put a chair behind you for a little bit of support. And if this is a little bit too easy, you can get rid of the hand support and just have the chair behind you for some security and cueing for good squat mechanics. So those are our squats. For our seated athletes, we can do dips. And I need to grab one more chair for this. For the dips, ideally you have 2 chairs to work with, but you can also do this off of 1 chair. There's a lot of different variations of the dip that you can be doing, but one that I really like is putting yourself in a corner and then dipping down in that corner between 2 chairs. So this is going to be our first seated athletes, and like I mentioned before, you could potentially just dip from 1 chair. If this is more practical for you, I find this one to be harder, more strenuous on the shoulders, but whatever you have available to you, that's how I want you to set up your dips. All right, very good. Any questions on squats or dips? Doing good? All right, so let's keep moving on. Next thing is bear crawls or plank walkouts for our seated athletes. So for those of you who are still on the ground, for the bear crawls, we're going to be starting a quadruped position, and we can simply crawl forward, moving opposite arm and leg, 1, 2, and then back, 1, 2. Crawl forward, opposite arm and leg, 1, 2, back, 1, 2. If you feel like you need a little bit more challenge, what you can do is now come off your knees, so you're balancing on your hands and your toes. Step forward, 1, 2. Back, 1, 2. Make sure you keep your back level the entire time. What I don't want to see is excessive hips up. 1, 2, 1, 2. And I don't want to see excessive arching in your spine. 1, 2, 1, 2. I want to see level the entire time. All right, so those are the bear crawl variations. For our plank walkouts, if you're on the ground, we can do this from the plank position or on prone. Elevate like so, press strong through your stance arm as you walk forward as far as you feel comfortable, and then walk back to here. Walking forward, and then walking back. You can add a little bit of support by putting a bolster underneath your hips or your torso, and then walking forward, and then walking back. The higher up you place that bolster, the easier this will be. The lower down it goes, the harder this will be. All right, and if you have the ability to go into quadruped and do these forward walkouts, that's also highly encouraged. For those of our wheeled athletes who are still in a chair, you find your elevated surface, you do your plank walkouts here. So lean forward, and then from here you're gonna walk as far forward as you can, and then walk back without falling out of your chair. Walking forward, you're gonna have to kind of elevate your arms a little bit, push through your fingertips, and then walk yourself back. All right. Any questions on the plank walkouts or the bear crawls? All right, good, we'll keep moving. Last exercise is the front plank. We'll just do a straight 1 minute hold here. Key thing I want you to work on is your breathing. So, full version of the front plank is going to be on forearms and on toes, keeping a flat neutral spine and breathing with your belly. When you breathe with your belly, you want to think about expanding outwards in all directions, not just to the front, but also to the sides and to the back. So you create this circumferential expansion of your belly as you breathe. So we have a full plank here on the ground. We can drop our knees down to make this a little bit easier. We could put a bolster underneath our hips or somewhere else on our torso to make it a little bit easier. Again, the higher up the bolster is, the easier. The lower down it is, the harder it is. You could prop yourself up like so. Hold and breathe in this position. We call this prone on elbows. We can also do some variations, changing our orientation of gravity. So again, a wall or a high table works. And here we're in our plank version, breathing. We could go more vertical to make it easier, or we can go lower to make it harder. All right. Any questions on the plank variations? All right, we're good to go. So we've covered all of our work exercises for today's workout. Let's get to it. So let's grab your weights if you're using them for a single leg or single arm deadlift. And let's get to it, people. I'm gonna set my timer or find my timer. We're gonna be doing 5 rounds, 1 minute at each station. I'm gonna give you 1 minute rest after 1 round through. Okay. Let's make sure they're all muted. And let's go ahead and get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Working that single leg or single arm deadlift. Standing up tall, hinging forward, and then standing back up. Hinge forward, stand back up, maintaining a flat neutral spine. Good. For our seated athletes, you're picking that weight up, putting it in your lap, and putting it back down. Keep going, keep breathing. Nice, easy, controlled movement. Keep it up, keep going. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Pick up that weight. If you're in seated, put it in your lap, and then put it down. If you're in standing, you're balancing on one leg, hinging forward, and then standing back up. Remember, you can use some hand assist if you need for balance. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition to the side plank. So getting down onto the ground, working whatever version of the side plank works best for you, whether that be full version on knees, on a bolster, or on an elevated surface, or in the chair, reaching out to the side, staying engaged to the stance arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. All right, and get to the other side. Make sure you're taking nice, easy belly breaths as we're working these side planks. Keep breathing. Stick with it. Stay engaged to that bottom arm. Don't let your hips you push forward, backwards. Always push your hips forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition to your squats or dips for our seated athletes. So seated athletes, I forgot to go over the dips in the chair. So seated athletes who are still in the chair, your dips are going to be shifting to the side, dip up, lift your bottom off the chair, shift to the other side, lower down, dip up, shift, and back down. For those seated athletes who are comfortable transferring to the ground, I want to see standard dips between two chairs or however else you can make the dips work. Keep it going. Keep breathing. For our standing athletes, we're doing our squats with or without weights. Keeping your chest up, wide, rooting strong through your feet. Make sure you have a weight that challenges you. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Whatever version of the squat you need to be doing, that's the one for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next are bear crawls or plank walkouts. So going from hands and knees position, stepping forward, opposite arm and leg, 1, 2. Stepping back, opposite arm and leg, 1, 2. Forward, 1, 2. Back, 1, 2. Keep it going. For the plank walkouts, you're supporting yourself in a prone press-up position, walking your arms forward and back. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Walk out as far as you can. Good. For our seated athletes, still in chair, leaning forward on tabletop, walking forward, and then walking back without falling out of your chair. Keep going. Keep breathing. Work those bear crawls. Maybe elevate your knees off the floor. Maybe take even longer strides if you can. Long strides. Work that control. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Let's transfer into that front plank. So whether that be full front plank, focus on your breathing, on the knees, with a bolster underneath your hips or torso, or elevated on an incline against a wall, against a table, down on a chair, or in the chair, leaning against a solid surface, pressing through your stance arms, lean as far forward as you can. Work on challenging yourself to hold that position. Make sure you're not just resting on your ligaments. You're engaged the entire time. Keep breathing. 10 seconds left. Easy belly breaths. Easy for me to say. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. So we have completed one round. Good job, you guys. All right.
I'll do another round.
How was that first round?
I think I'll do one more, and then it's like, okay.
For the deadlift.
All right. So did anyone need any more time for transitions?
For me, my balance is surprisingly good.
Yeah,
I think it was Leslie that was.
Hard to tell what's going on over there. But so it sounds like people have an okay time with the transitions. Okay. Keep breathing. We got 13 seconds left of this rest break. And then we'll get back into round 2. So Grab your weight, grab whatever you need for this next round, and let's get to it. Let's start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Start with those single leg or single arm deadlifts. Taking your weights, and let's get moving. If you're just working that hip hinge, that's totally fine. All right, good. Keep it up, keep moving. Work on consistent, even pacing here. Getting that glute to engage. Pull yourself up, chest is wide. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Keep working, challenge yourself. Yeah, as low as you can go. Make those hips work. Make your ankles and your feet work if you're doing this in standing. If you're in seating, use whatever you got. Your upper back, your low back, your biceps. Just keep it moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition to side plank. Whatever version is working for you, whether that be some kind of modification, taking the load off, or going all the way down to the ground. All right, and let's breathe. Make sure that you maintain good control of this position. Own it. Press strong through your bottom arm. Keep your hips elevated. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. All right, and let's get to it. Keep moving. Whatever version of the side plank you need to be doing, that's the one for you. Let's keep going. Easy breathing. Strong engagement through your stance arm. Pushing your hips forward, not allowing them to sink backwards, keeping your glutes engaged in that way. 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition to squats or dips. All right. If you're doing dips, roll up to your chairs and get into it. Same thing for your squats. Take your weights and let's work. Holding that weight in the front, wide chest, flat back. Root strong through your feet. Stand up all the way. Keep engaged, squeezing those glutes on the squat. Make sure that you're keeping your chest broad for both exercises, both the squat and the dip. The dip, we're working on widening those shoulders, creating more space as you push. For the squats, we're working on keeping your spine in neutral for better force transfer. 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition over to the bear crawls or plank walkouts. All right, once you're in position, get to it. Work those bear crawls, crawling forward. 1, 2, and then back. 1, 2. You're gonna try to really expand the reach of your bear crawl. Make them wide steps, but stay as level as you can. Keep it going. You're doing the plank walkouts. Walk out as far as you can under control, and then walk it back. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Almost there, you guys. 10 seconds. Keep moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition to your front plank. All right. Whatever version of the front plank you're working, get into position. Start breathing. Keep your hips and your spine in that neutral position. Engage through your stance arm. Don't let yourself get lazy here. Avoid hanging off your ligaments. Make your muscles support you in this position. And breathe. Keep it going. We're past 30 seconds here. If you have to come down and rest for a little bit and then pop right back up. Almost there. Less than 15 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Rest break number 2. Work on catching your breath. Get some water if you need. Find a fan if it's close by. Slow things down a little bit. Cool down your system. We got 3 more rounds to go. All right. Still feeling good, people? All right. I see thumbs up. I see people getting water. I see some people maybe still on the ground. I hope you're resting. All right. We got 20 seconds left, so take a little bit more time to catch your breath. Take one more swig of water, and then let's get back into it. Grab your weights if you're using them, and let's get to it. Starting in 10 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Work those single leg or single arm deadlifts. Hinging forward, bring that weight up. If you're in seated, hinging forward, bring that weight up into your lap, and then put it back down. Make sure you're working that hinge as best as you can, making the muscles of your upper back do the work. There we go. Keep it going. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. All right, and then get right back into it. Let's move. Let's breathe. Keep it going, you guys. Let's go. 15 seconds left. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Steady movement, steady breathing. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition to the side plank. So maybe out to the side if you're still in the chair, or transfer down to the ground. And once you're in position, hold. Let's go. Breathe in that position. Whatever version of the side plank work suits you, that's the one for you. Let's go. Let's breathe. Good. Just a little while longer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Switch sides. All right. Keep it going. Get back up and get to it. Good. Easy breathing. Again, whatever version of the side plank you need to work, work that one. Make sure you keep your hips elevated and your hips forward. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition to squats or dips. Keep your chest wide on these. And once you're in position, get to work. Making sure you keep that neutral spine. Using that load. If it felt easy the first couple rounds, maybe you need to add a little bit of load. If it felt hard, you're probably in the right spot. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Working those dips as well. For our seated athletes, let's move. Let's get some more reps in. Good. Keep it up. Keep breathing. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition to your bear crawls. All right? Or the plank walkouts. Whatever version you're working, work that one. And once you're in position, go. Taking long reaches, as long as you can, under control. Stepping forward, and then stepping back. Opposite arm and leg for those bear crawls, or those plank walkouts, you're just going as far as you can, under control. There we go. Keep it breathing, keep going. Whatever version you're doing. We got less than 15 seconds left. Keep it up. 10 seconds. Get some more reps in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transfer over to the front plank. All right, and then once you're in position, get to it. Be strong and engaged through those shoulders. Keep the core engaged. Keep breathing though. Again, whatever version you need. If it's on the floor, full plank version, on knees, elevated, with bolsters, I don't care, just do it well. Make sure you can breathe. Keep it up. Keep going. Good, 20 seconds left. Keep that focus. Almost there. We got 10 seconds left. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Rest round. Done with round 3. Woo. Doing good, you guys. Catch your breath. Get some water. Oh, wipe off your sweaty brow. Put all my sweat in my hair and puff it up even more. It's out of control. I really need a haircut. But 30 seconds left here of this rest break. So focus in on slowing things down, easeful breathing. Shake things out if they feel a little bit tight. All right, 20 seconds. So let's start to get ready for round 4. Remember, we're getting to our last 2 rounds here. So if you're feeling tired or fatigued, slow yourself down, focus on good form. That is always priority number 1. Let's get to it. Get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Working those hip hinges, those single leg deadlifts or single arm deadlifts for our seated athletes. Keep it going, keep breathing. Maybe give yourself a little bit of hand support if you need, if you didn't have it before. Working that hip hinge, strengthen those hips. Make those ankles work in the standing version. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. For our seated athletes, I want you using as much of your spine as you can to perform the movement. Generate that activity from your core. Otherwise, it just turns into a bunch of bicycles. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Make a steady rhythm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition to side planks. And whatever versions you need, make sure you get in position. Once you're in position, stay engaged as best as you can, holding yourself up. And breathe. Keep it going. Let's move, or let's hold and breathe. Good, 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. All right, and get right back into it. Prop yourself up and focus on a strong stance through your forearm. Steady breathing. Good. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition to your dips or your squats. There we go. And once you're in position, get to it. Both exercises, you want to keep your shoulders wide as best as you can, especially for our dippers. Open up your shoulders, corkscrewing your elbows towards your midline as you press up. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Wide shoulders. For those of us doing squats, wide shoulders meaning neutral spine. Gripping through your feet Pushing your feet through the floor, stand up. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Almost there, you guys. 10 seconds left. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition to bear crawls or plank walkouts. All right, and then once you're in position, go. Take the longest strides that you can in both of the versions of this section. Keep it going. Keep that neutral spine. Work that control. Level back. Avoid tilting your pelvis and your hips. Avoid pushing your butt up towards the air. Keep a nice steady rhythm here. If you're doing the plank walkout, go as far as you can without losing control, and then back up. Keep it going. Keep breathing. 10 seconds left. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Transition over to that front plank and get right into it. Hold and breathe. Doing good, you guys. Keep going. Keep breathing. Steady breathing. Engage through your forearms. Good. We got 20 seconds left. Almost there. 10 seconds. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. End of round 4. We get one more rest break. All right. Who's feeling like $1 million? People are chuckling at me like I'm crazy. That's good. You guys are doing great. This is a tough workout, a lot of core work. Keep with it. Catch your breath. We got one more round here. So, like I said before, if you're starting to feel a little tired, you can slow yourself down. You can take rest breaks. If you need to take this round completely off, that's totally fine. Lie down on the ground and breathe. That is also a very valid option. If you got more juice in the tank though, let's work. Let's get some more out of you. Let's finish off with a bang. Let's go into our 5th and final round. Let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Single arm deadlifts, single leg deadlifts. Working good form, wide shoulders, hinging forward, using your glutes and your ankles if you're in standing, using your back if you're in seated. Keep going, keep breathing, steady work, steady breath. Let's move. All right. Keep it going, you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides and move. Let's go. Let's work it. You got more energy left in you? Let's use it. If you're waxing and waning in your energy, do what you can. Slow yourself down, listen to your body. Let's get to it. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition to side planks. All right, let's continue on. Transferring to the ground and get to it. Up and breathe. If you need to really exaggerate that breathing, that is fine. If you're alone, if you're working out by yourself in your apartment, no one will notice anyways. Make all the weird noises you want. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. And let's get to it. Prop on up. And keep breathing. Keep going. Keep breathing. Work that control. If you need to take a rest break, you can take a rest break. And then pop right back up when you feel ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get into those squats or those dips. Whatever you're working today, let's work it. If you need to drop some weight, if you need to slow it down, that is totally fine. Let's get to it. Grabbing your weights, get in position for your dips, and get to it. Wide shoulders, steady breathing. Let's go. Let's move. Keep it going, you guys. You're doing great. If you're doing squats, make sure you root strong through your feet. Keep it going. Almost there, you guys. 10 seconds left. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition to bear crawls or plank walkouts. All righty. We're almost there, you guys. The penultimate exercise of this workout. Keep it going. Go as far out as you can. And then bring it back in. You're doing those plank walkouts. You're doing those bear crawls. Take the largest controlled steps that you can. Stepping out, opposite arm leg, and going back. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Steady rhythm. Let's go. Let's keep it moving. Good. 10 seconds left. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Front planks to finish. Let's go. Get in position. Let's plank. Keep breathing. Maintain that steady breath. If you need to take a regression of the plank, that is totally fine. If you were doing full planks before, you need to go to your knees, that's fine. If you're on your knees and you need to go to your hips, that's fine. Stay engaged through your forearms though. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Almost there, you guys. We have 20 seconds left. Remember, if you need to pause, shake things out a little bit, do so, and then get right back up into it. Home stretch, 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Great job, you guys. Solid workout. Yeah. I see some smiling faces. People are working hard. All right. Who wants a 6th round? Nobody. Nobody. No one wants a 6th round. Not even one. I'm hungry and tired. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that workout. Does anyone have any questions on what we did today? All right. Solid workout again. Looking forward to having you guys back on Wednesday. You guys have a great evening, and I'll see you then. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.